name is Xuanxin, and I'm from China, Guangdong province. Now I'm a university student in Osaka University. For my master degree, now I major in phonetics. It's about language speaking and listening. I came to Japan at the end of October last year. I'm a radio host in FM, and also I'm an online Japanese teacher. As a radio presenter, it challenged me a lot, but in the meantime, it's fun and meaningful. Like talking on air consistently made me feel nervous at first, but yeah, the hardest part in this work is how to get over your fear and your nervous, or at least to pretend to be confident enough. So I just keep telling myself like, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, just keep doing it. So in this work, I feel connection among me and my listener and also my co-workers. The radio program is about introducing Chinese music to my listeners. So before the work, my producer and me pick the music together. During the work, I talk alone in front of the microphone. But my co-workers give me like constructions and like help me to adjust those equipments outside. And so I feel the power and value of cooperation. So this show cannot go well without them. And also I think the most meaningful part in this work is that I'm sharing Chinese culture in a foreign country. So I introduce the music and the culture behind the music to my Japanese listener, and also my Japanese listeners, they give me feedback and also share their lives with me, like how's their Chinese family members and like how's their Chinese learning goes on, something like that. Yeah, so I also feel connection with them. Like, I think I made a little big success, like in like helping Japanese to better understand Chinese culture, and also as a Chinese, like I feel that I know Japan more, like through this program. So with my coworkers, definitely I speak Japanese, but during the show I speak Chinese because it's a Chinese program. Yeah. But my listeners will leave messages online. Sometimes they leave me message in Japanese, so I need to read them. If the message is in Japanese, I need to read in Japanese, but mostly I reply them in Chinese, or sometimes a little bit Japanese, yeah. So in Japan, like the difference which surprised me the most is how people manage their schedule. So in Japan, people decide their schedule like 2 or 3 weeks ago, or even for 1 month. It means that if you want to invite your Japanese friends to hang out, you need to ask them maybe at least 1 week or 2 weeks ago. And in China, we don't decide our schedule that early. So I think that's the most hardest part. And also, like, I think there are too many rules in Japan. Sometimes I broke those rules, although I didn't mean to. So I remember first time I came to Japan, I went to Matsuya, a Japanese fast food restaurant. Yeah, and someone called me, and I picked up my phone, and I started to talk with him. Not in a loud voice, but I still feel people peep at me. And then I noticed that there is a sign on the wall, and it said that don't talk your phone because it will bother other people. And yes, I don't want to be treated as an implied foreigner, and I really want to obey those rules because I live in this country, so I need to respect those rules. But for that, I need to be cautious all the time, and sometimes I feel tired, to be honest. So I want to be a freelance reporter and also a phonetic researcher. When I was a little girl, I lived in a remote area inside mountain. So I know how people's life there, but I was very lucky. I left there like 2 years later, And I went to a big city and I got the best education and now study in a high-level university abroad. But I know like most children, they are not that lucky and their family cannot support them to get good education and change their life. So I want to let the society notice them, give them concern and change the situation. I think everyone should be equal to have the possibility to achieve their dream. And as for phonetics researcher, because phonetics is my major, and it's about doing research on language speaking and listening. So I think it's very meaningful in people's life. We can apply it into speaking recognition and also human-computer interaction, like something like that. What's more interesting is that one day my friend said, "Oh, you can try to analyze dolphins' language," and I said, "Wow, yeah, maybe I should try it." But to be honest, I still have a long way to be a real researcher. Yeah. As a researcher, I think Japan is a good country to achieve my dream because, you know, Japanese science, good. Very high level in the world, yeah. That's why I come to Japan. My advice is that like try to talk with locals or people from different countries more often. Don't just hang out with friends from your own country because many Chinese students around me, they only stay with their Chinese friends. I think it's really bad. And also the second one is that your life will be more easier if you go to learn some Japanese and try to improve it all the time. And the third one is that if you are a student and you are looking for a part-time job, I think you need to search some jobs which can really help you to learn a new skill or get some useful experience or challenge yourself. Those jobs may be not really easy to find, but you should try. So I have an Instagram account and sometimes I share my life in Japan on Instagram. And if you have any questions about how's life in Japan and what should I do if I'm the first time coming to Japan, you can text me there. Thank you for watching my video. I'm waiting for you in Japan. Bye bye!